Bangladesh stands as a stark testament to the challenges of environmental degradation, ranking among the most polluted nations in the world. The distressing conditions of its waterways, teeming with waste, and the ever-mounting piles of garbage paint a vivid picture of a nation grappling with a critical crisis. Compounding this dilemma is the issue of overpopulation, which places Bangladesh as the 8th most densely populated country globally. This massive influx of people intensifies the struggle with waste management and stretches public services beyond their limits, sparking a relentless cycle of challenges. As we navigate through these challenges, we encounter the crumbling infrastructure, particularly in transportation. The chaos on the roads, characterized by erratic driving and a general disregard for traffic rules, leads to agonizing traffic jams, turning daily commutes into a perilous adventure. In response to the overwhelming traffic issues, the metro project in Dhaka emerged from 2 decades of research, a compelling acknowledgement of the urgent need for effective public transportation. This initiative reflects a glimmer of hope for the city's future, yet it also reveals the long-term struggles inherent in urban planning. Yet, despite its groundbreaking introduction, the subway has largely become a venue for leisure rather than a legitimate commuting option. This cultural shift hints at a deep-seated adaptation process as citizens find their footing amidst the novelty of this new travel experience. However, the arrival of the metro stands in stark contrast to the persistent pollution that plagues Dhaka, particularly within its neglected waterways, illuminating the glaring environmental challenges that continue to haunt this bustling city. Louis Kahn's architectural genius resonates through the National Assembly, where brutalism meets modernism. This remarkable yet formidable structure reflects not only artistic innovation but also the complex political terrain of Bangladesh, intertwining the past and present. Yet, it's important to weigh this architectural achievement against the grim realities of governance. Bangladesh's position at 75th on the Democracy Index reveals a troubling state of democratic practices, with political unrest flaring through the streets as citizens rise in protest, demanding change. Access to the National Assembly serves as a poignant symbol of the widening chasm between the government and its people, as fences and guards restrict public access, starkly contrasting with the democratic ideals it was designed to uphold. Tragically, the consequences of traffic accidents are dire, as illustrated by a harrowing incident that claimed 26 lives. This devastating event underscores the everyday dangers that commuters face within the chaotic urban landscape. In this tumultuous context, economic hardship forces families into heartbreaking decisions, with children seen scavenging for waste to earn an income. This grim reality perpetuates a cycle of poverty, stunting the hope for a brighter future. Alcohol, tightly regulated in Bangladesh, creates a unique atmosphere where many turn to alternative coping mechanisms. This societal challenge shapes a landscape fraught with unaddressed needs and suppressed desires for relief. The airport's glaring lack of flight information mirrors a broader issue of mismanagement, where advertising takes precedence over essential services. Travelers are often left in a state of confusion, yearning for clarity in a moment that should be straightforward. In Chittagong, the shipbreaking industry provides employment for thousands, yet it casts a long shadow of risk over its workers. The absence of adequate safety measures exposes individuals to dangers that threaten their very lives. To understand the present better, we must reflect on history. Soviet sailors played a pivotal role in establishing Bangladesh's port in the early 1970s, a landmark achievement that reshaped the nation's maritime capabilities and international relationships. However, the challenges of submerged visibility and muddy conditions have historically complicated efforts to recover sunken boats from the bay, impeding the efficiency of maritime operations and foreshadowing robust difficulties. Despite these challenges, the recently cleared bay brings newfound hope to local fishermen, allowing them to navigate and fish with greater ease. This transformation in their working conditions hints at a renewed sense of purpose, even amid ongoing local struggles. Yet, the chaotic nature of traffic in Bangladesh starkly contrasts the serene existence of fishing areas, where the constant din of honking and congestion creates a dissonant backdrop for those simply trying to make a living. The transportation of salt, a vital industry, illustrates a blend of traditional methods and modern pressures, with laborers manually loading and weighing baskets despite the potential for automation. This enduring practice speaks volumes about the economic constraints faced by the workers. Earning between $5 to $7 a day, workers in the salt industry struggle to secure even the most basic meals, a harsh reminder of the pervasive economic hardships they endure day in and day out. Yet, the human spirit shines brightly in the most trying circumstances. The captain of a ferry exemplifies this resilience, greeting passengers with free tea and an open cabin, embodying the warm hospitality that characterizes the Bangladeshi people. Nevertheless, the frantic scenes during ferry operations expose the dangers of neglecting safety protocols, as passengers remain precariously in buses. Such negligence raises profound concerns about the potential for tragedies waiting to unfold. Dalatya emerges as a complex hub for sex work, primarily catering to truck drivers. The repercussions of the pandemic laid bare the vulnerabilities of a community heavily reliant on transient traffic, forcing many into uncertain futures. In this grim landscape, corruption exacerbates the trafficking of women, with law enforcement often complicit in their exploitation. This unfortunate alliance creates an environment of helplessness, where victims struggle to envision an escape. The recent opening of a bridge has dramatically reduced foot traffic, leaving sex workers grappling with dwindling numbers of potential clients. What was once a bustling area now echoes with silence, illustrating the harsh economic realities they face. For many women, the path into sex work began at a young age, often handed down through generations. Shelters such as Shapla emerge as beacons of hope, dedicated to caring for the children of these women and offering a glimmer of a better future. Yet, the normalization of sex work in Dalatya unfolds unsettling patterns, with girls as young as 12 coerced into this life. Many feel ensnared by their circumstances, trapped by societal expectations and family pressures. Many sex workers in Dalatya harbor deep fears for their children's futures, striving valiantly to keep them from following in their footsteps. They often turn to family networks for support, hoping to safeguard a better upbringing for their kids. The living conditions for these women are stark and unforgiving, lacking even the most basic necessities like electricity and clean water. This grim reality is a stark reminder of the pervasive neglect and hardship that envelopes those involved in the sex trade. In this chaotic backdrop, navigating the streets of Bangladesh becomes an overwhelming ordeal, with honking cars and bustling crowds contributing to an atmosphere thick with stress and anxiety. Once a thriving merchant city, Panam Nagar now exists as a haunting ghost town, its historical ruins preserved but echoing the stories of a vibrant past. Visitors seeking tranquility are drawn to its quiet allure amid the remnants of history. The significance of Panam Nagar is underscored by ongoing preservation efforts, which safeguard its architectural beauty from the 16th century while highlighting its crucial role in regional trade. The nomadic lifestyle of local families offers a compelling glimpse into resilience, marked by their transient nature and simple living conditions. Often, they sustain themselves by selling natural remedies, embodying a deep connection to their environment. Introducing the concept of Shurna, we explore a traditional method employed by nomadic healers to alleviate physical tension. This ancient practice, imbued with generational wisdom, utilizes unique techniques and tools crafted from the materials around them. As we reflect on the historical tapestry of Bangladesh, we encounter its fragmented past and the persistent struggles of its people. Amid pollution and inadequate living conditions, the spirit of resilience continues to flicker, lighting the path toward potential change.